Kroger Field at Waller Stadium in beautiful Manhattan Beach, California. It's Mustang Football 2014. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Lee, alongside, as always, with Jeremy Sadowski. And we're here to bring you exciting high school football action as your Maricosta Mustangs open up their Bay schedule against the rival Palos Verdes. Of course, it's always interesting now when the Sea Kings and the Mustangs play against each other, as head coach of the Sea Kings, Guy Gardner, is a Maricosta quarterback legend, QBing the Mustangs, as well as a former football coach for the Mustangs under not only the same head coach that Jeremy and I had, Larry Petrol, but as well as the current head coach for the Mustangs. Guy Gardner was a part of this staff here back in the old days, and in fact was actually one of Jeremy and I's coaches. He was the quarterback coach when Jeremy and I played. So we know Guy Gardner well, and Guy Gardner knows Mustang football about as well as anyone. So it's always fun when the Mustangs and the Sea Kings play against each other. Mustangs come into this contest with a 1-4 record. Of course, as always, the Mustangs try to add some pretty tough opponents in that pre-Bay League schedule, intentionally so they can get ready for the Bay League. For the Mustangs, they've faced teams such as Notre Dame, Downey, Newport Harbor, Trabuco Hills, and even West Torrance, which at times has been an easier opponent. This year certainly is not. They come into tonight's game with a 5-0 record, so the Mustangs' easiest team on that schedule was not easy at all. Mustangs, very tough schedule, but for them, it's all about Bay League and it's all about the CIF playoffs. So we will get a chance to see if that strategy has paid off again for head coach Don Morrow, as the Mustangs open that Bay League schedule up tonight with Mustangs. We'll also see the return of a few injured players. Running back Trace Searcy, the senior running back, opened up the season with a great start, but injury sidelined him for the last few games. He will be back in the lineup tonight, as well as number 24, Brandon Espizo, the junior receiver, will also make his return back to the Mustangs line. Quarterback Jacob Severa has been looking sharp all season, showing that arm strength as well as his ability to really sell play-action fakes. See if he can get this offense going tonight with Searcy and Espizo back into his repertoire of weapons. That includes number 8, Ben Verbrugge, as well as Juwan Johnson. Justice Tobias also always a threat at the running back position. So let's see how the Mustangs offense turns things around tonight. They did put up 22 points last week against Newport. Let's see what they can do tonight in the Bay League opener against Palos Verdes. PV, typically a strong passing attack offense. Of course, no surprise being led by former Costa Mustang quarterback great Guy Gardner. So it'll be interesting to see how they responded tonight. We see, of course, the Mustangs captains coming out here. We have number 3, Trace Searcy, finally back out there in uniform. Good to see that. Glenn Mitchell, number 20 for the Mustangs. Number 11, John Quinn, as well as the Mustangs, Dane Larkin. See, Dane is injured as well, the tight end linebacker. But he is still a very much emotional leader on this squad and out there with the captains at midfield. Mustangs defense has been struggling a little bit this season. Let's see if they can turn things around. They have been getting some good corner play from Jake Fedler as well as Tate Montana. Juwan Johnson has been solid, if not stellar, at middle linebacker all season. And you can always count on a Tavai in the middle of the D-line mixing and messing up the offense's game plan. Justice Tavai, number 21 for the Mustangs, the sophomore, does exactly that for this Mustangs defense. Big hitter. Sea Kings pump to come into Costa. Of course, Palos Verdes is coming in off a tough 27-24 loss to Carson. That has put their overall record at 2-3. Of course, Guy Gardner learned from that school of Don Morrow in terms of getting some tough non-Bay League opponents in that early part of the schedule, as they also took on Newport Harbor, Moore Park, and Narbonne. In terms of like opponents, on paper, it looks like Palos Verdes would have the advantage. Newport Harbor was played by both teams. Mustangs, of course, lost last week 41-22, while PB was able to come up with the victory over Newport, 49-35. When it comes to Bay League rivals, outside of Redondo, this one may be a close number 2 for the Mustangs, particularly since Guy Gardner took over. He's really turned Palos Verdes into a standout program in the South Bay. We are just about set for the opening kick. It's deep and taken into the end zone by the Sea Kings. They will start off on offense. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Of course, the Sea Kings in their road. White, red, and black. While the Mustangs are on third and goal. Sea Kings start off on offense. Fire. It's complete. High snap taken nicely by the Sea Kings quarterback, Stephen Del Carson. It's off for about a 3-yard gain, so the Mustangs defense looking sharp there. Luke Giomini involved in that play. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 for the Sea Kings. It's a rollout left by Del Carson. He throws, and that is complete along the left sideline. Forced out of bounds by Chris Brown, number 35 for the Mustangs. But meantime, it's a 1st and 10 coming up now for Palos Verdes. Shot. Okay. Back to throws Del Carson, and incomplete. Good coverage by the Mustangs, number 45. Power out of the linebacker position. Mack is a big hitter on the Mustangs defense and has had a great season thus far. Low snap again. Del Carson under pressure, throws, and that is complete. What a fantastic throw to Lance Brown, number 7. And that will be just enough for a Sea Kings first down. Shotgun. Carson looks left, throws deep left. And just incomplete. Chris Brown with good coverage yet again. Mustang showing blitz. Sea Kings keep it on the ground, but the Mustangs read it well. Back power right in the middle of that play. Looks like Madden may have been as well, Josh Madden. Meantime, it's 3rd and long for the Sea Kings. Carson throws and incomplete. A flag does come in. Looked like that was Brown with good coverage, but it looks like it may be a hold. Holding call here. It is, in fact, a holding call against the defense. Will give the Sea Kings a free first down, 1st and 10. Mustangs again show blitz. Trying to put some pressure on Steven DeCarson. Meantime, he throws left, and that is incomplete. Maybe the pressure worked. Second and 10 coming up. This one's on the ground, and nice run out there. Doug Carson with the QB keeper. Gets about 15 and another first down for the Sea Kings. Kings look a little confused out there. It looks like they're going to have to eat a timeout. Guy Gardner not happy at all on that play, as the PVC Kings were all over the field. Carson rolls right, throws right, gets hit as he throws, and that is incomplete. The flag comes in. I don't know, that looked like good coverage to me by number 5, Tate Montana, but a flag does come in. Most likely it's going to be pass interference against Montana. That is, in fact, the call, so that will go against the Mustangs. Mustangs defense penalized twice now on this drive. This is the opening drive of the game. So Carson looks left, throws corner of the end zone, has a man, and just knocked down. What a great play by Chris Brown. Second down and 10 coming out for PV. It's a good throw by Doug Carson, but Brown made an even better play on it. Meantime, Doug Carson fakes the handoff, follows his running back as a lead blocker instead. Brought down by number 21 for the Mustangs, Justice Tabai. Only got about 3 on the play, so it's 3rd and 7 coming up. Carson looks right, throws to the corner of the end zone, and going up to make the catch is number 7, Lance Brown for the Sea Kings. Touchdown. Bill Carson made honestly more of an average throw, really put it in a decent spot, but really that one was more about Lance Brown going up and getting that one than it was Bill Carson making a good throw. Either way, it puts the Sea Kings on the board first. Missed point after attempt will keep this at a 6-0 score, but they lead on their first drive, 6-0. Mustangs set now to get the opening kick. They get a nice return on this one, just past the 30-yard line. That was the Mustangs' Josh Madden, who's done a good job these last few games on in the return game. So the Mustangs now will come out for their first offensive possession. Keep it on the ground. Trey Searcy finally back into the lineup after missing a few games with an injury. Gets about 4, maybe 5 on the play. It's going to bring up a second down. Good to see Trey back out there for the Mustangs. We'll call it 2nd and 6. Man in motion. Ball goes back to Searcy, trying to break it on the right-hand side, but just can't turn that corner. Good job by Austin Rule for the Sea Kings. 3rd down and long coming up for the Mustangs. 3rd and 6. Mustangs with a 3-back offset formation. They go with the QB keeper by Severa, who fights forward and gets about 5, but is going to be a half-yard short of the first down. Officials take a quick visual, do confirm that it is more actually based on that spot, more like a 4-yard short. So it's 4th down. Mustangs will go for it. 3-back formation. Ball goes to that first back through, which is Tavai, and gets that Mustang first down. Mustangs, when you go to that 3-back formation, do typically give it to Tavai. And we see exactly why as he gets Mustangs first down. Meantime, draw play. Searcy trying to turn that left-hand corner, makes a good run, a good second effort, gets just past the 50, gets down to about the 48. 2nd down coming up, 2nd and short for the Mustangs. There was a penalty, however, flag comes in against the Mustangs. Penalty bug has been a bit of an issue for the Mustangs these last few weeks. Meantime, that one is up. It's high. Good downfield coverage. Bedford Rouge was the intended target, but the Sea Kings able to knock that one away. They were with Ben stride by stride all the way down the field. Meantime, Severa now on 3rd down. Scrambles right, has pressure. Front and backside, and he is brought down at the 38-yard line. 4th down coming up for the Mustangs. I'm sorry, 3rd down after the penalty. It looks like there was a penalty, though, against the Sea Kings, so the Mustangs get a little bit of a break here. What was going to be 4th and long is now instead going to be a short field situation here for the Mustangs. Sione lined up at tight end. He's been playing very well for the Mustangs this season. Meantime, Severa looks right, throws right, and that is incomplete. So now it is 4th down and punting for the Mustangs. Mustangs trail 7-0 here in the opening quarter. And Mustangs go with the fake punt. It's complete. Mustangs convert. It's 1st and 10. Let's take a look at that one again, as the Mustangs punter is David Arredondo. Of course, David is also a quarterback for the Mustangs, the 6'2 sophomore, getting his first pass completion there to the number 34, Sione. Fake punt works for a 1st down Mustangs. Mustangs go to the bag of trick plays early. Looks like motion coming up here. Oh, that may have been against the Sea Kings based on the reaction of the Mustangs defense, and it is. It's encroachment. 1st and 5 coming up. Spare with the handoff to Searcy. And again, PB does a good job of not letting Trey hit that corner. As we know, if Searcy can turn that corner, his speed can get him into the end zone. 2nd and 5 coming up. Searcy with a spin move. It's down to the 32-yard line. Third and short coming up for the Mustangs. 3rd and 2. Three-back formation. Goes to Searcy, fights off one tackle, works his way forward, but still going to be just short. 4th down and coming up for the Mustangs. Mustangs already in their 3rd, 4th down situation here in this first quarter. They hand it off, and it does not look like they're going to get it. Let's double check the spot. No, in fact, they will not. Mustangs converted their previous 2 4th downs, but this one looks like will be a turnover on downs to the Sea Kings. Discussion here with the officials, but it will be Sea Kings ball. There was a penalty against Palos Verdes, but it was after the play. It was a dead ball foul, so that penalty will be assessed after the turnover on downs. PB now on 1st down. 1st down long. Brought down nicely by the Mustangs. Number 21, Justice to buy. 2nd down and 12. Sea Kings go with the QB keeper. Nice powering run by Del Carson there. Gets out to the 21-yard line. Of course, Mustangs in their home, green and gold. Sea Kings in the road, white, red, and black. PB keeps it on the ground, and that's a big hole right up the middle. Stanton Gilbertson will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Palos Verdes. Tip is up high straight, and it is good. That will make the score of this contest 13-0 Here in the opening quarter, PV so far looking very sharp on offense. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Mustangs get a bit of a decent return. That was Colin Wojcik. But he was hammered right at the 20-yard line. Mustangs take over 1st and 10 at the 20. That one is complete to Benver Bruges. He was wide open, waiting for that pass. Turns it upfield, gets about 7 on the play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and short. 2nd and a long 3. And that will do it. First quarter ends with the Sea Kings 13 over Mustangs. And welcome back to the start of the 2nd quarter. Mustangs in their home, green and gold. Severa and shotgun, he's looking left, he throws left, that's complete. Espizo gets some positive yardage for the Mustangs. That will be a 1st and 10. Man in motion. Motions to a 3-back formation. Handoff goes to number 3, Trey Searcy. Nice hard run by Searcy. Gets about 6. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and short. Coming a 2nd and a long 3. Severa rolls, stops, pump fake, goes deep. Throws that one up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Sea Kings come up with a pick on a throw that was kind of thrown up for grabs. Severa looking to see if his receiver could make a play on the ball, but that one goes the way of the Sea Kings on that victory, although there is a penalty against Palos Verdes. Looks like holding is the call, but the hold does appear to have taken place after the interception, so the Sea Kings will keep the ball. It will start 1st and 10 after the turnover. The 35-yard line. Of course, the score is Sea Kings 13, Mustangs nothing here in the 2nd quarter. PB keeps this one on the ground, but the Mustangs are right there. Good job. Right in the middle there, Mustangs, Michael Holliday, right in the middle of that mix. He had the high tackle on the high-low. Shotgun for the Sea Kings. This one is up, it's high, had a man, but overthrown. Incomplete. Sean Hill, the intended target. Phil Carson just a little too high on that one. They're down play. Mustangs have the pressure on. Phil Carson simply throws this away. Good, smart play by Doug Carson, but that will turn out to be a big play for the Mustangs defense there, forcing a 3 and out. 4th and 8. Here's the Sea Kings with the punt. And it takes a slight roll on behalf of the Sea Kings. Will be down at the 26-yard line. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10. Severa stops, plants, throws, and that is complete. Sione, the junior tight end, who's really started to come on these last couple weeks here. Playing well with the injury to Argent. Time motion to the three-back formation. It's a handoff. Right up the middle. It's tough running there by Trey Searcy, but only able to get a few yards. It's going to bring up a third down situation for Maricosta. Shotgun on 3rd and 4. Severa with a quick throw right at the sideline. Let's see what they spotted. Looked like he initially caught it in first down territory. Ooh, that's close. But that wasn't enough for a first down. First and 10 Mustangs. Severa fakes the wide receiver middle screen, instead rolls right, throws right to a streaking Bruce, who comes up with a great catch. Big play for the Mustangs, so they fake the wide receiver screen to the left, and instead Severa hits a streaking Bruce on the right, and it works for a big play, got the Mustangs down to the 40. Now on 1st and 10, Searcy gets him past the 30, another first down play. So he was just shy, so it's 2nd and a long one. Searcy trying to turn that outside corner, but is knocked backward to the 30-yard line, so it's now going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Severa looks left, throws left, and that one was just broken up. He had the speed, so but nice play by the secondary at the Sea Kings. Broke up what was a sure first down. 4th and short now for the Mustangs. 4th and 3. They are going for it. Severa looks right, throws right, and that's complete to Sione on the right side. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Severa. That one is complete. Nice job by Espiza, who was lined up in the backfield. Versus Espiza, the 5'7" junior, has had an excellent season for the Mustangs. A huge weapon for Severa. This time it's Searcy on the ground, gets to the 5. 1st and goal. 3-back formation. Severa keeps it, fights his way down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. We're here in the 2nd quarter. Mustangs trail 0-13, trying to get something on the scoreboard before halftime. Severa in shotgun. Comes back, plants, throws. It's tipped up in the air and almost caught on the deflection, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal coming up. Severa looks middle, he's under pressure, escapes some heat, but now he goes down. Sea Kings able to come up with the sack on 3rd and goal. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 11-yard line. Mustangs setting up. Redondo. Here's the kick. It's a 27-yarder, but hits the goalpost. No good. That Palos drifting to the right, a little on the shorter side. So this score remains 13-0. So Kings go to the ground with a big run right up the middle. Possible touchdown, saving that tackle there by Juwan Johnson. Meantime, that's a first down run for the Sea Kings. Doug Carson, play action. Looks left, throws left, and has a man wide open. Complete to Sean Hill. First and 10. Sea Kings. Carson in shotgun, missing showing blitz. They bring it. Quinn just missed. Meantime, that is complete with a bobbling catch by Hill. Despite good coverage by the Mustangs, number 35, Chris Brown. First and goal, Sea Kings. Doug Carson hands off. He's got space, and he has himself a touchdown. That's Stanton Gilbertson into the end zone for the Sea Kings. Verdes sets up for the point after attempt. It's up high, straight, and it is good. 20-0 is now the score here in the second quarter. Kickoff. It's deep and taken in the end zone. That will be a touchback. The Stings will start out first and 10 at the 20. Shotgun for Zavera, looks left, throws left quickly, and what a nice spinning catch by Espizo. That one thrown just a hair behind Espizo, but he turns and makes that one in stride. Right at the 30, so first down. Searcy on the draw play. Gets down to the 43, another first down. Mustangs offense has been getting some yardage here, just can't quite get in the end zone yet. Trying to see if they can get something here before halftime. Complete. As for Bruges out there, got about 5, so it's second and 5. And timeout on the field by the Mustangs. 1:27 left to go here in the second quarter. Second and, I'll call it second and 6. Severa throws, and that is, just incomplete. Nice attempt on the sideline by Bruges, but incomplete. Third down now, third and 7. And that one is incomplete. Intended for Espizo out of the backfield. Fourth down. Mustangs going for it. Mustangs feeling that pressure here, trailing 20-0 to a good Palos Verdes team. There's the pressure, there's the throw, deep. Incomplete. Cole Hunter looking for the penalty call, but interesting attempt by Severa to go for the deep ball on fourth down. Now Sea Kings take over. Dale Carson with a good run gets out of bounds. That one is coming back. Penalty against Palos. Verdes Mustangs need to be careful. A minute and 1 second left. EV now has a chance to put some more points on the board, but good downfield coverage out there by the Mustangs. Number 35, Chris Brown. Carson, under pressure, steps up and somehow fights for enough to avoid it from being a sack. But Quinn right there, as well as number 85, Luke Chomini, they do combine on the tackle. Big play. Good job of the Mustangs defense. 20 seconds left to go. Timeout on the field. Carson and Chalka Mustangs bring the blitz. He does a good job, though, of protecting Del Carson at least long enough for him to scramble and get the first down with his feet. So on first and 10 now, Del Carson stops. He's looking middle. He throws, and incomplete. Good coverage. Mustangs down there with Josh Madden and Tate Montana. 4.8 seconds left. PV will go for the field goal. This will be a 49-yard attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. Just barely through the uprights. That will add another 3 points to the Sea Kings total. And that will take us to the end of the first half with the Sea Kings leading 23-0. We'll be right back with the start of the second half.
Kristen has played competitive club soccer for 9 years and been a member of the Maricopa soccer team for the past 4 seasons. She participated in Mayor's Youth Council Junior Year and is an active board member at Sandpiper Juniors, where she is the vice president of fundraising. Kristen plans to attend a 4-year university to study communications. Prince Matt Power, escorted by his mother Kimberly and father Bill, was nominated by Keeper Club. Matt is also a member of Make-A-Wish Club and St. Jude's Club and Model United Nations team. He has played linebacker and defensive back for the Mustangs football team all 4 years and is one of the team's top tacklers this season. Matt also runs varsity track and has maintained a Solid Athlete Award for the past 4 years. In his free time, Matt loves playing music and has played trumpet in the jazz band in 6th grade. Matt plans to attend a 4-year university and study medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Reed and Matt Power. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the 2014 Homecoming Queen, Jack Allen and Sarah Kennedy.
are back for the start of the third quarter. Mustangs trail this one 23-0. One good thing, Mustangs will get the ball first. They need to take advantage of this first possession in order to get back into this game. If they can start to trim away at that PB lead here in this third quarter, it could set themselves up for an interesting fourth. Let's see what happens. They start off with a completion. Wide receiver screen out there. That was to Brandon Espizo. Yeah, it's about 6 on the play, so it's going to bring up a second down and 3. Long 3, we'll call it 4. These things now go to the right side, and ball ball finally complete as Espizo. Gets close to the first down, about half a yard short. This time Severa rolling right. Keeps it and is hammered out of bounds. Flag comes in. Most likely for a late hit. And another flag comes in. And a third flag comes in. The officials clearly not happy with what's going on over there on the PB sideline. It was a very emphatic throw of the flag as well. Looked right at Coach Gardner and threw that one in the air at least a good 15, 20 feet. Still waiting for the official call here. Dead ball foul, as we know here, against PB. That will march the Mustangs down to the 47-yard line. And now we have I believe they did the call against the sideline, the coaching staff first. Then they did the late hit, and now we're ready for our third call against Palos Verdes. So one on the play itself, and then the other two against the leave by the official. It looked like he kept looking at one of the assistant coaches of PB. So I don't know what was being said, but clearly the officials were not very fond of it as well, as they have severely punished the Sea Kings on this one. Mustangs down with the ball at the 16. Severa looks to the end zone and just incomplete. That one intended for his tall 6'3" senior receiver, Cole Hunter. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mustangs with an excellent opportunity here to get some points on the board. Severa this time looking for the corner, and incomplete. Again looking for Cole Hunter. 3rd and 10. Both throws into the end zone, so Severa is looking to get that touchdown here. Now he scrambles, throws a quick out, and that is complete along the sidelines. 1st down, Mustangs. That one was Ben Verbrugge with the catch. 1st and goal now coming up from Maricosta, who trail currently 23-0 here in the third quarter. Here's Severa looking left, throws, and incomplete. Had two receivers in that area, including number 4, Jake Fedler. Second and goal coming out. Mustangs, of course, in their home, green and gold. Severa with the handoff, but the Sea Kings are all over that one. That was the Mustangs, Josh Madden with the carry. Third and goal coming out from the 4-yard line. Severa. Oh, gets hit as he's about to throw. Looks like they're calling this one a fumble. And it is. It's a turnover. Severa was planning just about to throw. Had a wide open receiver on the right corner of the end zone, but was hit before he could. They ruled it a fumble, so Sea Kings take over, first and 10. They start off with a 10-yard run right up the middle. Stanton Gilbertson with the carry. First down run. Sea Kings, so it's first and 10 again. Doug Carson in shotgun. This one is on the ground as well. Nice job of the Mustangs defense, aggressively throwing it backwards. Michael Holliday again involved in that tackle. Second down coming up. Injured player on the field. Head trainer Tim Cooper comes out. That is Mac Power, who was one of the princesses during the halftime homecoming presentation, as well as Tate Montana. Mac looking over to the sideline. Chris Mack has had a fantastic season all year for the Mustangs on defense. Meantime, Doug Carson scrambles, fights forward, gets to the 38-yard line. Third down, third and 5. Carson stops, rolls, plants, throws, and that is complete. Big first down completion by Sean Hill. Of course, Hill is Doug Carson's favorite target here, having already connected quite a few times tonight. Meantime, Doug Carson on the scramble, rolls right, throws, incomplete. Flag comes in. Tate Montana on the coverage, but looks like they may call Tate here. Although Tate is indicating this one may be against the Sea Kings. And despite his attempts to sway the officiating, it was in fact against Tate, so it's against the Mustangs. First and 10 Sea Kings. Gilbertson on the carry. Yeah, it's about 3, so it's going to bring up a second and 7. You're here in the third quarter. Mustangs trail 23-0. Sweep left. Mustangs right there. Good job by John. Yeah. Got there quickly, wrapped up the ankles, forcing a third down. Third and 6. Doug Carson with the QB keeper, but goes nowhere. Finds himself smack up against the wall of Mustangs defense. Fourth down coming up. So the Kings going for it on a fourth. Play action. Carson looks left, throws, and oh, what a perfect throw. That is complete. The Sea Kings able to convert on their 4th down attempt to keep this drive alive. 1st and 10, Palos Verdes. They run. Mustangs do a good job of stopping it. That was Gilbertson on the carry. Mustangs number 6, Ian Hilby involved in that tackle. 2nd and 7 coming up. It's Gilbertson again, but this time he is able to find the end zone. Touchdown, Palos Verdes. For an after attempt is up high straight, and it is good. That will make the score of this contest 30-0. Sea Kings with the lead. That one coming after the fumble by the Mustangs offense, so he'll be able to convert that turnover to points. Anytime that one's a touchback, so the Mustangs will take over at the 20. Mustangs complete that one to Bedford Rouge. Short game. Severa on the draw play. Morrison with the carry. Severa completes that one on the right-hand side, right at the 1st down marker. Looks like that will be enough for the 1st. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Severa in shotgun. Takes the snap. Under pressure, and he is going to go down. That will be a sack for the PV defense. Luckily, Severa was able to get close to the line of scrimmage, so it's only a 1-yard loss. Now this time, that one will be a bigger loss. The Sea Kings come up with a big sack. Philip Bernard with the tackle. That one will be a bigger loss of yardage for the Mustangs. Severa was hit a good 5-6 yards deep. There is a flag on the play, so let's see what the call is. First, Mustangs trail the Sea Kings 30-0 here in the 3rd quarter. And it looks like it's going to be against the Mustangs. And it is, in fact, it's holding against the Mustangs. So the Mustangs now with the ball at the 29-yard line. Complete. Small gain out there for Espizo. Severa with the quick throw. And that will end the 3rd quarter with the Mustangs trailing 30-0. And welcome back as we start the 4th and final quarter. That is complete. Espiso with the reception right at midfield for the Mustangs. First and 10 Mustangs. Severa play action. He's looking deep and just overthrown. Chris Brown is the intended target. Shotgun through receiver set. Severa under pressure and still fighting, but finally brought down for a sack. Sack back at the 40-yard line. PV's defense has done a good job of coming up with big sacks at key points in this game tonight. Severa doesn't go down often, but it's definitely been pressured. Meantime, though, on the scramble, what a completion to Ben for Bruges. Beautiful throw on the run by Jacob Severa. Shotgun man in motion. Ball goes to that man in motion. That was the Espiso. Gets about 5 on the carry. Second and 5. Mustangs trail 30-0. Man in motion. This time they play action, that man in motion. Mustangs go to the end zone and just barely overthrown. Good attempt to Cole Hunter, but there was a penalty against the Mustangs either way. Under center now. Severa play action again under pressure. Steps up, scrambles, still on his feet. Finds his way down to the 16, maybe 17-yard line. Good run there out there by Jacob Severa. Now back to shotgun. Under pressure, hits as he throws. Incomplete, had a man open, but was hammered just as he threw. Of course, that's what created that huge fumble in that third quarter. Severa was about to throw, got hit just as he was starting to plant his feet by the backside defensive end. .752 to go here in this contest. Severa looks in the corner of the end zone, throws it up, and incomplete. Well played out there by the PV secondary, so it's 4th down and short. Severa is rolling right, has daylight in front of him, and gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. Design rollout for Severa has looked very sharp on rollouts, but that one is a penalty against the Mustangs. That one hurts. So after Severa had converted the 4th down play, instead it moves backwards. Holding is the call against the Mustangs. Fourth down, and now it's 4th and 16. Severa steps up, he's under pressure, and down he goes, sacked on 4th down. That will be a turnover. Turnover on down. for the Sea Kings. They will take over with the rolling clock now, 6:35 and counting left to go in this contest, leading 30-0. Mustangs showing blitz of their own. Sea Kings keep it on the ground with Gilbertson. Jolini involved in that tackle, as well as Juwan Johnson. Second and 7. Gilbertson again, but he breaks this one wide open. That will be a touchdown for the Sea Kings. Looks like there may have been a penalty, but against the Mustangs, so that will be declined. Play resulting in a touchdown. Mustangs overall did a pretty good job on Stanton Gilbertson all game long, but he finally broke that one big. Meantime, the point after attempt is up by 3, and it is good. So the score is now 37-0 with 4:45 and counting left to go in this contest. That kick goes through the end zone. That will be a touchback. Mustangs got a few changes here on offense. Looks like David Arredondo, the kicker for the Mustangs, in at quarterback. The 6'2" sophomore. Getting some reps here. Stops, plants, throws, completes. Looks sharp on that throw to number 8, Ben Verdes. And that will be a Mustangs first down. This one thrown up for grabs, and nice looking throw. Good attempt. Arredondo looking for Sione. Sione's had a nice game for the Mustangs, but that one is incomplete, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Arredondo scrambles, stops, plants, throws left, and that one is intercepted. That pass drifted inside. So it looks like that will be how this one is going to end. As the clock continues to wind down, 10 seconds and counting. And that will do it. The Palos Verdes Sea Kings come into the Mustangs territory, and they beat Maricosta by a final score of 37-0. Of course, head coach Guy Gardner very comfortable on this Maricosta field here in Waller Stadium. Of course, Guy, a former Mustangs quarterback and football coach for many years, including coaching Jeremy and I back in our day. Guy, now the head coach of Palos Verdes, has turned that program around and turned the Sea Kings into one of the top teams here in the South Bay. Of course, in the state, they are ranked 128th, but much higher ranked here locally in the South Bay, is that will put them atop the standings in the Bay League. Always a fun contest. Of course, Mustangs did see some promising notes. Sione, the junior tight end, with an excellent game for the Mustangs. Meantime, Mustangs next week will have another Bay League contest against Palos Verdes Peninsula at PB Peninsula. Meantime, let's go down to the field to Jeremy Sadowski for some sideline reporting as he chats with the players and gets their reaction.
This is Jeremy Sadowski here with Tate, Montana, the Maricosta Mustangs. Mustangs have faced a lot of adversity this year, but I was taught you learn most when you are facing adversity. What can the Mustangs take from tonight's game as you move forward?
Well, despite the score, we got everyone back today, and we really fought hard. I mean, the score doesn't really say so, but we know that we fought hard, and we're just focused on next week and getting better every single week.
This is Jeremy Sadowski here in the trenches again with Coach Finn. This Mustang team has faced a lot of adversity this year, but I was taught you learn the most when you are facing adversity. What can this Mustang team get out of tonight's game as you go forward and move along in league?
Well, I think we took a step in the right direction tonight. We came out, we played tough. We had some good drives and we messed it up a little bit towards the end, but I think we played a little different than we had in other games. We played tough. We did some good things. I thought we improved this week. So, next week we got the other half of Peninsula up there, and, we just got to keep on getting better each week, and we got 4 more games to make the playoffs. So, we got to do work.
All right. Good luck as you move forward.
Thank you, man.
And with that, I'll sign out for Jeremy Sadowski. I'm Chris Lee. We'll see you next week.